Hey, heart seekers, welcome to the Heart's Hello Show, where our hearts are the foundation of our well being and happiness. I am your host, Keona Talana. Well, you all, we are wrapping up this month on accountability. And today I am going to be talking about how we need to own our past so that we can create a better future. Yep, I'm diving right in because I have given you so much information over the last 3 weeks that now is your time to truly sit down, do some self introspection, do the work, and see what's going to come out of this on the other side. See, I think sometimes we listen to podcasts, we watch YouTube videos, we do all of these things, but we don't actually do the work. And in order for us to be our true and authentic selves, listening and not doing doesn't make any sense. So you can hear me speak each and every week, and I'm glad that you all tune in. But what I want more than anything is that transformation. What I want more than anything is for you to be the authentic version of yourself. What I want more than anything is for you to walk in your purpose. What I want more than anything is for you to realize that the person who you are and the person who you will become are not the same. And in order for you to get that life that you want, in order for you to live the life that you desire and deserve, it's going to require some work. It is going to require you to have to sit and look at you. It is going to require you to have to be accountable to you first. And sometimes I know that it feels like we have just been through so many things in life. And I get it. I know that it weighs heavy sometimes because when I say we, I've said it before that I'm not just on here talking about a whole bunch of stuff. I'm living it just like you're living it. And so I'm able to share and talk about things because this is life. Yes, life be lifing. And if I can be completely honest, there are times when I just don't want to do anything. And sometimes that's okay. But there are going to be other times that I have to push past my discomfort. I have to push past me not wanting to do anything. Because in order for me to live the life that I deserve, in order for you to live the life that you deserve, you're going to have to push past the discomfort. You're going to have to push past what you think you know to be true. And that means we have to look at the fact that we have to own our past so that we can create that better future. And if that means you writing out all of the things that you need to write out, do so. But don't allow yourself to be stuck here again this time next year because you are so focused in and your woe is me moments that you don't take action and move forward. See, I want us to get to a place where we've made decisions and we understand that we weren't necessarily proud of the decisions that we made. And sometimes we stayed silent when we should have spoken up. I get it. And then there are going to be times when we let circumstances define us. I get it. But what we had to learn from those is that that is part of our story. And it no longer owns us. So tell yourself that part of your story does not own you. It happened. Unfortunately, whatever it was, but you can't go back and change any of what has already taken place. The only thing that you can do is create the future that you say that you want. So we're going to explore how we can take back our control, rewrite our narrative, and create the future that we deserve. See, the truth about our past is sometimes that we want to try to avoid the past. Why? Because of the fear of judgment, either self or with others. It could be that shame and guilt that's weighing us down. It could be the feeling like mistakes define us. But I need you today to reframe your past. I need you to know that your past is not your life sentence. It's a lesson plan. I need you to realize that instead of looking at your past as a chain holding you back, whatever it is, whatever that thing is, it is preparing you for where you're getting ready to go. So I have a question for you. What parts of your past are you still running from? How has your past shaped your strength, wisdom, and your resilience? And then what would change if you stopped seeing your past as a mistake and instead saw it as a stepping stone? See, today, I need us to step into our power. I need us to step into our ownership. And what it means to own your past is that you have to acknowledge without shame, that you need to learn from it instead of hiding from it, that you need to use it as fuel to step into your purpose. How are we going to do that, Keona? I'm glad that you asked. So I'm going to give you 3 steps to owning your story and moving forward. The first thing is you're going to have to face it. You're going to have to name it, accept it, and recognize its impact, because you cannot heal what you won't acknowledge. I will say that again. You cannot heal what you won't acknowledge. Put a name to it. Accept it. Recognize its impact. Because in order for us to get to the step 2 of this, which is to reframe it, you're going to have to face it first. So step 2 is being able to reframe it. We have to shift how we see it. So what if that setback was actually setting you up for something greater? And I'm going to tell you that it was, that it is. It did not define you. Because guess what? You're listening to my voice. So that means it did not take you out. You were given another day to open your eyes and see God's gift that He has for you. So you're going to have to reframe it. You're going to have to shift. No one else can do that for you except you. So number 3 is that you're going to have to use it. Let it guide your next steps instead of holding you back. See, your testimony can be someone else's survival guide. Just like someone else should have given you a guide on how you can get through. If you're listening to my voice, maybe that's me. Maybe I'm giving you a survival guide on what you need to do in order to step out of your past and into your future. I know sometimes that it's hard. I know sometimes that you feel like you just can't make it through, but I'm here to tell you that you can. All you have to do is take the first step. And when you begin to take those necessary steps forward, it's going to become easier. And yes, the hardest step is always going to be the first one. So if I can challenge you today, take that first step. Use what you have heard, even if it's from me, even if it's not from me. Use what someone else has already gone through as the survival guide, and know that you cannot hold on to what you have been through, because someone else is going to need the same survival guide that you were given, that you now are responsible for with telling your testimony. See, it's hard, but I need you to own your past and use it for your growth. Because in order for us to reclaim the power of our ownership, we're going to have to do those things so that we can move into a better future. And so what does that look like? You're going to have to create something new. If you can't create something new if you're still being ruled by what's old. You're going to have to figure out, what version of yourself are you stepping into? Or are you still trying to carry those same bags from your past into your future? Because I promise you that there are going to be some other bags that you're going to need to carry. And you cannot carry the bags from your past as you're trying to step into your future. So you're going to have to get some daily practices for you to move forward. I talk about it all the time: journaling, writing about your growth and your lessons and your visions. You're going to have to forgive. You're going to have to let go of the past pain. And that means you forgiving you and others. And you're going to have to speak life over yourself. So you need to shift your internal narrative. Real talk, y'all. You are not what happened to you. You are who you choose to become moving forward. See, your past is a chapter, not the whole book. I need you to let that sink in for a minute. Because I think that sometimes you see the pages of your book, but you don't realize that you need to turn the page. You don't realize that there are a certain number of pages in a chapter. You don't realize that there are so many chapters in your book, and you have the opportunity and the decision on when you are going to close that chapter. See, some of you all just keep writing pages to the same chapter. Close it. Close it out. If you can't figure out how to end the chapter by being eloquent and all of those amazing things, just say the end. Turn the page and start a fresh chapter. Because your book is full of pages, is full of chapters, and you're still writing because you're listening to me. So that means you want something more with your life. That means you realize that the best version of you has yet to emerge. You realize that it is time for you to do a hard reset. And that's okay. You don't owe anyone anything. You don't have to feel guilty or shame or fear by any of that. Because you're the one that's holding you back. No one else is holding you. And you're waiting for someone to show up and save you when the person that needs to save you is you. So I need you to repeat this week, that I am not my past, and I honor where I've been, but I step boldly into where I am going. And I admonish you to write it down and say it daily. Another thing that I'm going to give you is to find a song that ties into your theme. So if it's something about strength or overcoming or transformation, it's just like I was driving today and singing songs from 20 years ago and still remember every word to the song. So sometimes we just need that different energy. We need a different rhythm in our lives, and that's what music does. So if that's what you need to do it. Because we cannot continue to hold on to our past as we're trying to move forward. So I'll leave you with this today, that you have the power to take your past and turn it into your purpose. That it's time for you to own it, learn from it, and build a future that aligns with the real you. Will the real you stand up? Will the real you decide that today is the last day that you will allow your past to hold you hostage? Your cage that you have kept yourself in, you have the key to. And the door is open. But you have told yourself that you have to stay here. And your time is now. Your time to set yourself free is now. Your time to release yourself from your past is now. Your time is now. And so I'm excited about where it is that you're going. I'm excited about the next season of your life. I'm excited about the version of you that is being refined. I'm excited about all that you are getting ready to walk into, because your purpose is calling. And it's your decision. It's your choice if you're going to answer when it calls. So I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for listening to me each and every week. I want to thank you for taking action. I want to thank you for realizing that you are important, that you are enough. So let's go after what already belongs to us. It's ours for the taking. So until next week, do not allow this journey to hold you hostage. The past of your journey, because you still have so much more to go. And if you're ready, I'm ready to run with you. This community of heart seekers is ready to run with you. So let's go.